Ready? All right. Ready? To call this Personnel and Human Services Committee to order. It is Tuesday, November 17th, 2015 at approximately 4:05 p.m. We have roll call, please.
Lutz.
Excused.
Tilly.
Here.
Durancic.
Here.
Pickett.
Here.
Kunin.
Here.
Garrett.
Here.
Krieger.
Yes.
Warren present.
Thanks. You have the minutes of 10/20/15 in front of you. What's your pleasure?
Motion to approve.
Support. Moved and supported. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. At this point in time, we'll open up the podium to public input. Anybody from the public wishing to address this body may step forward and do so. Seeing no one, we'll move into petitions and communications. From the Bay County Clerk, we have the secretary vacancy. It's your pleasure.
So moved.
Support. Moved and supported. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. From the Personnel Director, we have a Personnel Director vacancy, seeking authorization to post and fill as outlined in the letter. What's your pleasure?
So moved. Support.
Moved and supported. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. We have vacancies. First one from 911 Central Dispatch, Supervisor 2. What's your pleasure?
So moved.
Support. Moved and supported. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. The Treasurer, Account Clerk 2. What's your pleasure?
Support.
Moved and supported. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. We have on the Division on Aging, we have 3 positions here. We have a cook, a health aide, homemaking services worker, and an on-call homemaker. What's your pleasure?
Support.
Moved and supported. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. We have item 3, a reclassification of night manager at the Civic Arena.
Move to receive.
Support. Moved and supported. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Vacancies from the Health Department, we have 2, the secretary and a staff accountant. What's your pleasure?
Support.
Moved and supported. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item B has been pulled from the agenda. Any referrals? Unfinished business? New business? Miscellaneous? Any announcements?
Move to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn is always in order. Support, and any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? We are adjourned.
All the meetings from now on.
And speed record.
Lost count, but I think we can start without them. Ready? Good afternoon. Today is November 17th, Tuesday, about 4:15 in the afternoon. This is a special meeting of the Board of Commissioners of Bay County. If you would take roll, please.
Commissioner Durancic.
Here.
Pickett.
Here.
Kunin.
Here.
Garrett.
Here.
Tilly.
Here.
Lutz.
Excused.
And Krieger.
Yes.
1 member excused.
Thank you. We'll stand for the invocation and then the pledge. At the end of the invocation, I'd like to take a moment of silence for the families in Paris that went through a horrific situation. So,
Lord God, our Heavenly Father, the strength of all who put their trust in you, we ask that you mercifully accept our prayer, because through the weakness of our mortal nature, we can do no good thing without your aid. We ask that you grant us the help of your grace to lead this commission, Lord, to work for the good of all people. In your holy name we ask this. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Next is an opportunity if someone would like to address the board under public input. Seeing we have none, we have a number of items under consideration. Commissioner Tilley, if you'll handle the resolutions.
Yes, we have Resolution 2015-256, which is a correction to the apportionment report on equalization. I so move this resolution.
Support.
Discussion, maybe Mr. Gruber, if you'd step up if some of the commissioners have a question on what happened and why we're having to do this, that would be wonderful.
Well, we never questioned the drain commissioner. He puts a millage down there, we know what power he has. So we did notice that it was the same, at least what was spread last year. And Kelly talked to the drain commissioner, and he did furnish the township with the amount of dollars to pay off the bonds. And this is being spread on an ad valorem basis, which it just doesn't generally happen. And so with the new amount of personnel that they have, it didn't happen. And they wrote down the same villages they had last year.
Okay.
And so I got caught in time to do something about it. And so that was recalculated. And there didn't seem to be any urgency on the part of Bangor Township, but if you want to get a levy in, it's a lot easier to do it now than it is after the first of the year.
Yeah, I thought our deadline was the 1st of December.
Right.
Okay.
So the levy has been corrected, and we're good to go.
Any questions for Mr. Gruber? With none being said, all those in favor signal by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Carries. Mr. Gruber, thank you for coming in.
We have Resolution 2015-257. This is a resolution to apply for a Michigan Agency for Energy grant. There's some funds that are available to help make this county a little more energy, potentially make this county more energy efficient. I so move this resolution. Support.
Discussion. Mr. Redmond.
Yeah, and 2:30 Friday afternoon received, you probably have the MAC legislative update, and one of the items on there was this availability of partnering with a nonprofit through the Michigan Energy Options, and it was a December 1st deadline. We're not actually applying for the grant. It's for this energy company or this nonprofit to come in and help the county use the EPA tool so they can better manage their energy. And I thought if we got this through, being this would be the last board meeting before December 1st, this would give administration the authority to do it if they so choose.
Very good. Any other discussion? Commissioner Begic.
It says a matching grant, so do we match 50/50 or is there?
It's not a cash match.
Yeah.
It's basically we have to provide them with information on how much we're paying for energy, and they'll come in and we choose how many buildings and which buildings we want to do. But it was pretty tight deadline, so matter of fact, I didn't get the information until the afternoon, Monday afternoon. So, but I spoke briefly with Kristen and John Morris, and I explained to them that I was just trying to get them authority if they wanted to use it, to use it. So I guess they're going to follow up with this person.
And one of the concerns that I saw was they listed that there may be a need for 25 to 40 hours of in-kind service. But with the information that we've been tracking already, I think it'll be readily available. So that amount of hours needed would be a lot less than what's on the resolution. So, Commissioner Tilley.
And the next move, we've gone from the CFLs and the T-bulbs and the ballast out here that going to LED is probably one of the next recommendations to start cutting back on energy. And I know that, I think I said this before, the City of Bay City offers for homeowners up to $150 off their electric bill. They deduct it from their electric bill. You go get the LED lights from Home Depot or from Menards, and there's an application that the city has that you can fill out, and they'll deduct up to $150 off your electric bill to go to LED lights. They're trying If you get enough people in the city to do this, it becomes a cost saver for them. They're producing less power. So it's the next generation.
Very good. Anyone else? That being said, all those in favor signal by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
Resolution 2015-258, the implementation of an electronic filing software in the clerk's office. I so move this resolution. Support.
Discussion. Maybe, Mr. Redmond, you could explain why we're doing what we're doing.
Quite, I don't know, it was a year or two ago, Commissioner Tilley had wanted to have online filing of campaign financial reports, and then our clerk, Cindy Luzak, put that in her budget, I think, over a year ago, wasn't it, Cindy?
Yes.
And we thought that the state indicated they could set up online filing for us. And so Commissioner Lutz was interested, wanted to know what happened. So Julie Coppins is here tonight. She can tell you, I got a hold of her, and she can give you the rest of the story.
Hello, Julie.
Hi, good afternoon. So really what happened is the circumstances changed. So the end of last year, when we found that it was requested for the software, as we contacted the state, they were coming out with a program called MERS, and it was going to be ready this year. Kalamazoo County had been, they were to be the pilot for it. Well, it was discovered that it wasn't really written for counties. So after discussing with the director of campaign finance for the state, they're actually going to be rewriting it next year, and probably won't be available until 2017 for an actual county. So because the circumstances changes, they're behind us. They have to do this rewrite. So it looks like the software from campaign finance will meet our needs. And in July of next year, they'll be available for actual e-filing online. We're working with that in Macomb County, so that would be available for us as well.
Any questions? No questions? Commissioner Tilley.
Just a comment. I like progress, and should be way ahead of the curve on this. I know the state of Michigan moves slow as well, but anytime you can do something electronically, save the paperwork that has to be done now, which is rather silly in my opinion. But it is what it is, and we'll take it when we take it, and let's march forward. I do know that the merge software, though, if you have a Mac, you have to download. It's $100 for an app to make it convert over from Windows software into onto the Mac. So those that have Macs, don't get too excited. Don't get too excited because there's an extra software purchase you're going to have to pick up. And then there's something else you have to buy as well. It's like another $169 to install it on your computer as well. But food for thought, that's why I'm a PC user.
Very good. Commissioner Begic.
Yeah, I've used the MERS system since when I ran for another office before, and it's a lot more legible versus handwritten and scratchy stuff, and you can read it. And they have two new reporting periods now too. They got the July and October and off years, so you got more reporting times to do it too. So I think it's a good step forward. If you can do it electronically, filing, that would be a lot better too.
Isn't it a prerequisite for a physician's assistant not to be able to read the writing?
Legible, yes. I let my other guy do that.
Very good. All right, if there's no other discussions, Julie, thank you very much. All those in favor signal by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
And I think, I don't have it on here, is there a budget adjustment?
That's part of the
Okay, then
resolution.
that concludes business from the board commissioner, Mr. Chairman.
Very good. Do we have any unfinished business? Any new business? How about miscellaneous? Commissioner Durancheck.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you.
I think we all owe a big thank you to Harold as he is retiring, and he's done a good job for us, and I believe he's got about one more week left. So
We should have him stand in front of the camera.
That's what I said.
Nobody sees him, he's always hidden.
He's the magic man.
Yeah, he
right.
refused, I think, so thank you very much for your service there, Harold.
Very good.
That's all
Any
I
other
have.
announcements? Thank you, Commissioner Durancheck. I'll get it out. It's the
good
beard.
hard Irish name.
That's right. Any need for closed session?
There is not, Mr. Chair.
Very good.
Motion to adjourn is always in order.
Or
Discussion? All in favor, signal by saying aye. Aye. We are adjourned.